much drip, yeah, I know she can't hold it. Even on your bitch, even though she got COVID.
Welcome to Show Face News. You can call me what you want. Just don't call me woke. Make sure you subscribe right now. Make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe right now. YouTube is great. YouTube is amazing. YouTube is a wonderful app. So subscribe to Show Face News. Make sure y'all smash that like button, man. We got some breaking news. Some of you may have known. Some of you may not have known. But it's being alleged that Black Youngsta is no longer with CMG, and Yo Gotti has dropped CMG, Apple Music, Spotify, etc. Gone. Nowhere to be found. They saying Black Youngsta is no longer signed to CMG. CMG allegedly drops Black Youngsta. Black Youngsta ain't CMG no more. Can we, figure out why? Or do we have an idea why? Because I do. I have an idea as to why he is no longer CMG. I got kind of a inkling that I know exactly why he is no longer a part of CMG, allegedly. Listen, so if you've been tuned in to the whole Young Dolph case and you've seen the updates and etc., you've seen that Black Youngsta was in the public eye disrespecting Young Dolph, dropping, a diss track, a video to a new diss track in what looks to be a replica of Young Dolph's grave, as well as performing his diss record out in Dallas, Texas, right? Cool. You've seen all that. How do you think Yo Gotti, someone who is being constantly accused of setting up Dolph in some fashion, how do you think he felt about that? Don't you think that he felt as though maybe, just maybe, Black Youngsta was doing too much? Don't you feel like, hey, we already got pressure this way and people already got their suspicions, so you going out there and doing all that makes it that much worse? Now, in my personal opinion, I feel like Yo Gotti getting rid of Black Youngsta off the CMG label is a form of cover-up, is a form of, look, we don't co-sign what he's doing. We don't co-sign the disrespect. You dig? Maybe, just maybe, this was a plan to make it look as though that Young Dolph has absolutely nothing to do with the death of Young Dolph. That's what I'm saying. The smart thing to do would be get rid of the artist that's doing all the disses, that's making the label look hot right now as a result of Young Dolph passing away. Correct? I feel like Gotti probably got rid of him because he has no use for him at this moment. To be honest, we gotta keep it a stack because we understand that Black Youngsta is really a flunky to Yo Gotti. Yo Gotti's flunky is Black Youngsta. Black Youngsta do all the dirty work. He really don't need no more dirty work done at this point because everybody's pointing fingers at CMG already. So it would only make sense you get rid of Black Youngsta to make it look as though you are some type of good Samaritan, that you are this individual that pays respects to the dead and that you've grown past the beef. Correct? That's what it's going to look like. That's what you're trying to paint for the public. You're trying to paint that narrative. The narrative that's being painted is that Yo Gotti is grown now and the beef is done and he feels bad that Young Dolph is gone. When in hindsight, we do understand that's not true. All right? Black Youngsta has been Yo Gotti's flunky for quite a while now. For him to just randomly get rid of Black Youngsta is literally an act of not making himself hot in the street because of all the pressure and finger pointing towards Yo Gotti. All right, that's how I'm piecing this together. Because there's no real reason For him to just randomly drop off Black Youngsta, unless Black Youngsta was doing a lot to jeopardize Yo Gotti. Because everything that Black Youngsta do is gonna go back to Yo Gotti anyway. Cause again, the nigga Black Youngsta is literally a minion to Yo Gotti. You dig? That's what I'm saying. But yeah, man, it all makes sense, man. It all makes sense. You feel me? It all makes sense. Like, he ain't just gonna get taken off the label for no reason. Something happened. Something happened. Something definitely happened. And we kind of got a glimpse and an idea of what that could possibly be. You dig? But again, this all makes sense to me. I'm gonna be real with y'all. This makes a lot of sense. It makes plenty of sense on why young Black Youngsta will be kicked off the label. All right, Black Youngsta has definitely been doing a lot within the last couple of weeks. The disrespect towards Dolph has been endless. You feel me? Yo Gotti has not made a comment about young Dolph. So either two things is happening right now. Either the feds is investigating Yo Gotti or something, threats was made, or something's happening. You dig? Maybe the streets of Memphis took somebody away. Something happened. Something personal is going down for that to even be a discussion. You dig? We could draw up a lot of conclusions. But one thing's for certain is Black Youngsta been opening his mouth a little bit too much. You feel me? And again, I keep telling y'all, Black Youngsta and Young Dolph. Black Youngsta don't really know Young Dolph. The beef with Young Dolph and Black Youngsta has to do with Yo Gotti. The beef ain't even got nothing to do with Black Youngsta. Black Youngsta involved himself in a beef because he didn't even know the nigga. He didn't have no beef prior to that. He didn't even know Young Dolph. You feel me? He literally added himself into the beef as a flunky. I keep telling y'all that. He literally put himself in the beef and created the beef himself. You dig? All that sacrifice you did, you got Young Dolph's car clapped up back in like 2016, 2015. You got his car shot up. You dig? And you did all this. And Yo Gotti just kicked you from the label. You sacrificed for Yo Gotti, and Yo Gotti kicked you to the curb. Why? Because you are a hothead. And you are bringing some negative attention towards CMG in general. So for the mere fact that you bring in some bad energy to CMG in general may be the reason that Yo Gotti is kicking you out and dropping you from the label. You dig? You out here talking very reckless. You know, the streets of Memphis is very dangerous, and a lot of people have passed away after Young Dolph got gunned down. A lot of people passed away afterwards. I'm not gonna lie. Plenty of people lost their lives after Young Dolph's passing. So for you to go out your way and perform the diss record out there in Dallas and do a video next to what looks like to be a tombstone of Young Dolph, dissing Young Dolph, you are bringing some real negative attention to CMG. You dig? I don't know if Yo Gotti was questioned by the feds. I don't know. But it got to be something big if Black Youngsters getting kicked off the label. What's really going down? We gonna find out. We gonna find out real soon. You dig? But if you want to be 100, everything goes back to Dolph at the end of the day. You feel me? Everything gotta come to light. You can only hide but so much. You dig? Like I'm saying, I don't know what's going on over there, CMG. But hey, what's real is the nigga Black Youngsta ain't got no streaming songs up. Ain't no songs on the streaming sites. Apple Music got rid of the Dolph music. Spotify and all that got rid of Dolph Music because he is no longer a part of the label. You feel me? This is news out of South Memphis. Now, again, it all makes sense because he can be the reason that, something bad happens to someone within the CMG camp because he kept running his mouth. Let me tell you something. If you diss the people that are deceased, especially someone in the streets, if you diss the deceased, you diss someone who's no longer here, there are big repercussions for that. Right? People can lose their lives allegedly for talking down on people that are no longer here anymore. I'm just keeping it a stack with you. I don't know what happened to Yo Gotti. I don't know what happened within CMG. However, it's looking crazy over there at CMG right now. Getting rid of one of their top artists. Obviously, Moneybagg Yo is the biggest artist right now on the CMG label. However, the nigga Blac Youngsta has been tripping out, has been talking reckless. You feel me? I'm just saying. We gotta put two and two together. We gotta make it make sense. We gotta make it make sense. You dig? We gotta make it make sense. All I'm saying is Blac Youngsta been talking rather reckless. He was very thirsty to, do what he did. He was very thirsty to dump on the dead ops. He was very fast with it. In this climate right now, especially the climate of Memphis post Dolph's passing away, it could get real nasty. It could get real ugly as a result. You feel me? Especially if that video were to drop of Blac Youngsta in front of a replica of Young Dolph's grave, dissing Young Dolph. You dig? If that video would have dropped, allegedly a lot of bodies might drop in the process. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. You understand? So again, this is something you could easily piece together. A lot of reasons why Blac Youngsta could have been dropped from CMG. You feel me? Think about everything that transpired within the last 2 weeks alone. Think about everything that could have transpired in the last 2 weeks. You dig? He been bringing a lot of negative attention his way. And that same negative attention is going to go right back to Yo Gotti because you're responsible for your artist. What went down with Yo Gotti? What went down that just so randomly you take off one of your top artists on your label? You feel me? Now, a lot of people might not know a lot of Blac Youngsta songs, but he's made some songs, man. The man made some songs, bro. He had some records. You dig? It's quite clear Moneybagg Yo is the bigger artist at this moment, you know? But yeah, this is crazy. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, man. This is wild. This is interesting. This is also suspect because you just randomly gonna drop them in the midst of all this. The climate is crazy right now. It's a crazy climate. I'm not gonna lie to you. The climate right now, especially in Memphis, is wild. Very crazy. For Youngsta to even didn't do what he did. For him to do what he just did, even with the videos, performing the diss track on Young Dolph in Dallas, it only makes sense. I feel like Yo Gotti feel like he has no more use for Youngsta because he understands that Blac Youngsta is the crash dummy. He understands these things. He knows that Blac Youngsta is a crash dummy. So of course, he's gonna go out his way and say, hey, the climate is crazy. I can't risk myself having to get aired out by somebody, so I might have to get rid of him because he's taking this to another level. Originally, a lot of people thought that Yo Gotti was embracing, Blac Youngsta doing what he did as far as disrespecting Dolph and his passing. But I think he done smartened up. I think that Yo Gotti rather have That's staying private, to be honest. You know, the nigga Yo Gotti hang around Jay-Z and people like that these days. So I don't think he's trying to even bring that energy to the label. You know, whether or not he got something to do with the crime or not. Nobody truly knows if he does. Nobody truly knows if he does. However, you know, Black Youngsta has been the only one seen that way, celebrating the death of young Dolph. You dig? What is next? What's going on? Will we find out? Let's check Black Youngsta's Instagram page to see exactly what's going on, man. It might not be nothing posted, but I like to see exactly what's going on, man. All I can tell you right now is that a lot of his music is no longer on streaming services like Apple Music, Spotify, and etc. They saying that the music randomly got taken down because the label owning the streaming, you dig, makes that happen. So let's check out what's going on, man. Let's check out what's going on. Oh man. Let's check his Instagram page and see what's happening, man. Maybe we could get a clue of a reason as to why this is going down. Black Youngsta, I'm assuming he only has 2 posts. He only got 2 posts. He just dropped a record that did real well on YouTube streaming. I'm assuming. So what's really happening? Salute to Francisco in the chat. Salute to Aubrey in the chat. But what's really happening here, man? What's the real case here? What's the real deal? Why did Yo Gotti take Black Youngsta off of the label? Man, it seems as though all hell has broken loose. You know, but I guess we're gonna see as time progresses. Was this a safe route being created for Black Youngsta? Or is Black Youngsta being taken off the label for the safety of other members of CMG? And that's not to say that anyone at CMG is soft for any reason, but that's to say that anyone can get got at any given time, especially being in that city of Memphis. You dig? That's what I'm saying. But yeah, it's getting wild, man. It's getting real wild. All of a sudden, you drop one of the biggest artists on your label who just had some type of musical success on YouTube. Pretty interesting, if I must say. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Something ain't right. Something ain't right, bro. But yeah. Who knows what took place behind the scenes, man? Who truly knows what took place behind the scenes? All I can honestly say is, you know, this really ain't surprising, to be honest. But I personally think that Yo Gotti is trying to paint an image by making this move, to paint an image that he has nothing to do with Black Youngsta. I mean, it has nothing to do with young Dolph being assassinated. I have a strong feeling that that's what he wants to paint by making this move and removing Black Youngsta from CMG. If he is indeed going from CMG, to be exact, this is coming out of South Memphis, and they saying hey, young Dolph, I mean Black Youngsta, they saying that Black Youngsta has been taken off of CMG. You know, one can assume it's because he been dissing young Dolph a lot. One can assume it's because he made a video at a replica of young Dolph's grave. One can assume a lot of things. I think Yo Gotti is trying to clean up his hands allegedly. Because if you know the history, you know that Blac Youngsta is the crash dummy of Yo Gotti. And he has done things that could have jeopardized his life for good, including airing out Young Dolph's car back in about 2017. All right. So the flunky, the flunky of Yo Gotti might really have been used and kicked off the label based on his actions. So did his hot-headedness get him knocked off the label? Who knows for sure? All I know is that I'm sure Yo Gotti understands that a lot of fingers have been pointed his way since the passing of Dolph. Blac Youngsta seen, fingers being pointed his way because of the passing of Dolph. Well, it's even more fingers now that he's making fun of the situation. There's even more suspicion that he may have been involved. All right. However, we're gonna see where it goes from here. But this is the update for now until we find out more information. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you new. I will be live again in a few. But this is Show Face News. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you new. You dig? Feel free to donate if you will. Feel free to donate. All right. You see the Cash App, you see the PayPal. You can donate if you choose. I'll be back again with another one. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at KLIDEDABEAST. This is Show Face News, and I'm out. Salute.